Welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn and Sarasota and Orlando. So I'm here today standing on Highway 192, which has always been the gateway to Walt Disney World and the Kissimmee area. But with all the ICE deportations all across America, you don't realize that certain businesses have been tremendously affected by that. Now, not that I'm not in favor of it. I'm a big supporter of the president, and I believe you should be here legally. But the alternative and the other side to that coin is, you can't break an omelet without eating an omelet without breaking an egg, right? So all these businesses here, let me show you here today, and of course I own the card store, but the way, this is kind of becoming like a wasteland in a sense, because things like laundromats, you think of who uses laundromats, right? It's going to be people of low income, people who maybe are deportable, and all of those businesses are starting to decline. Now, I'm sure this is something that is commonplace too in places like where I was born in Brooklyn and probably big cities like Chicago. But listen, 192 has been going down for a long time. I mean, the more hotels that Disney opens up, Epic Universe is open this year. I mean, this is just one example for lease. When Matt was little, you could come along here, 192. This is the gateway. It goes from Melbourne all the way to Clermont, Florida. So basically, from the east coast of Florida to the west coast of Florida, to the point, at least to the middle. And this was like the gateway. This is where, back in the day, you only had Polynesian, you had Contemporary, and those were always expensive. But this was like the gateway where people would stay. I remember when Matt was little, they used to advertise St. Cloud and different things. But along here is a lot of lower income people. And, who's going to use a laundromat as a for instance, right? It's going to be low income people. So even though it's a good thing that, President Trump is putting his foot down and people are getting deported, I have a friend of mine who just took a job. His job is going to be working for ICE, flying on the airplane. When these people are deported, he's a former police officer, and he's going to be transporting them, helping to transport them and guard them while they're on the airplane. But it's just a time of the, symbol of the present, or whatever you want to call it. But in talking to this guy, a friend of mine who owns one of these places, he explained that to me, and I was like, wow, I never thought of that. How, he says his business is down maybe like 50%. So I don't know. It's something that I'm not saying we should keep him in the country, but it's just a thought that I hadn't thought of. And what does everybody think? Please let me know. See you in the next video. Al signing off.